Hello Wolfpack, this is video number 68. In this video I'd like to discuss my recent EDC purchase. I'll be talking specifically about the Maxpedition Mini Pocket Organizer. This purchase was made as part of a bigger purchase for the Black Friday sales. It was a buy one get one free sale. And I got it all at once, along with all the other videos that I'm doing on these pouches. So starting off, we'll start off with the measurements. The pouch is roughly about about 2.5 can widths long. The width is about 2 can widths, just under 2 can widths wide, and the depth is roughly about half a can width, maybe 1/4 of a can width. That's when it's empty. I haven't filled this pouch up with anything simply because I've actually run out of items to put in pouches, but in the future I will give you the banknote measurements. So you've got here's 1, 2, maybe two and just over 2.5 banknotes wide, long. Wide is roughly about two, just slightly under two banknotes wide, and the depth is roughly to the Queen's neck. Maybe when it's filled up, it might go to the Queen's chin. So God save the Queen. So that's the measurements. In this video, I'll be discussing the features of this particular organizer, as well as its practicality. So we'll start off. Maxpedition quality doesn't need to be questioned. It's always built of high quality materials that I've come across. If you doubt that, go to any of the other videos that are made on YouTube about these pouches. So you've got a hook and loop feel, or better known as a Velcro pouch at the top. You've got this front mesh pouch or section with the Velcro at the front. So the zippers, I believe YKK zippers. Let me see. I'll see if I can find that in this video. Yes, here we go. In this video, it says YKK. I don't know whether you guys can see that or not. I hope so. The zippers are very strong. That's what I like. You've got the pull ties. It's a two-way pull, unlike the Maxpedition Mini, which is the video I just completed, where it's only got one. I will give a comparison at the end of this video, comparing the Mini to the Micro. So with that, it opens up into a clamshell design. You've got two sides, left and right, which you've got two straps on here, which have been stitched down to hold the following. I don't smoke, by the way. These are just lighters for warmth making purposes. So two straps. You've got one strap here at the bottom and the second strap on top. The bottom strap creates a holder here and a holder here, and you've got two on top of that, which create holders at the top. So nothing out of the ordinary there, and a slip pocket at the back, as well as a keychain or key fob. As a rule, I usually just tuck that in. On the right side, you've got one strap only, not two, which I find a little bit odd because in the other versions of pouches, they've got this usually split into two. But either way, I still don't mind it. You can fit a larger item in, and the top strap, you can have three holding items. You've got another slip pouch on the right and a little loop. On the back, you've got a pull handle with box stitching, as well as MOLLE attachment features. I personally won't be, at this point, using the MOLLE attachment features for such a small pouch, simply because, for me, I brought like 10 pouches. So I've got other pouches which I'll be using to attach to the front of my bag, and I will be showing you that in later videos. Manufacturing, it's manufactured to a high quality. I do like that. For this particular pouch, it did arrive without any issues, so I'm really happy about that. That's about it for the features of the pouch. Oh, no grommet. No grommet here. Other pouches do have that. Now, as far as practicality, I haven't. So the rating the rating is high for the manufacturing. Now I'll do a rating for the practicality of this. As all things considered, I haven't used this pouch, so it would be a little bit unfair of me to give this a poor rating or a good rating, simply because I haven't filled it. But from what I can see, it seems to be a bit of an in-between the fatty, which is the next one up, or I believe it's the next one up, I have to check, and the micro. Practicality, I think it would be very good, simply because there's no stupid items on this, stupid features. The only irritating thing about this at the moment, this is for me, is that this loop here on the right, I'd rather two of them, as well as two here, rather than this key lanyard. With that, there's no irritating little holes that I can't get my fingers into. I can't have any, or I don't have any problems getting access to any part of the pouch, which is really good. So from a practicality point, other than the loop issues, that's it. As per all pouches so far that I've reviewed, this pouch area is an irritation to me, simply because when it's full, you can't get your fingers in. Now this pouch is completely empty, and I have to, it's a little bit of a struggle to get in there to get something from the bottom. So if I had something small like a trolley key, you know, what you use to unlock trolleys with, you wouldn't be able to, you'd struggle to get to it. I wish I'd put a little bit of extra fabric to make it looser, or put a zipper pull. Very proud to put this on. But other than that, I would say it's a pretty high practicality rating for me, simply because I know that in the future I can fit a lot of items in which I'll be able to easily access, as well as the MOLLE webbing on the back. I can easily replace any of my pouches with this one, so it is very good in my opinion for that. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. There's a dozen videos on YouTube about these pouches, so don't just stop at mine to make your decision. Keep going. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'll do my best to answer them. I don't promise I'll answer them straight away. Actually, I did promise something and I've missed it. I was going to compare it to the micro. Now, normally I don't do this in videos. I like to focus on the one pouch, but because this is literally the older brother of the micro, this is the micro, and this is the mini. I'll just re-show you that again. To compare these two, because one of the problems I had when I was purchasing these is, what's the difference? Well, primarily it's this, is that the Micro is just like a slight bit smaller than the Mini. And technically, if you want a better idea of how it fits, the Micro can fit inside the Mini. So with that, it just fits inside. It's almost like they designed it to be the better version of the Micro. So for example, what I mean by that is the Micro has less features than the Mini, but the features on here are like the big brother. So for example, you've got the webbing, you've got the molly attachments, but also you've got a double zipper. This one only, the Micro only has a single pull zipper, whereas the Mini has a double pull. Now, I personally like the double pulls. The single pull kind of irritates me, simply because if it breaks, the zipper's busted and you can't fix it, whereas you can kind of use a second one. Also with the Mini, it's got two double layered straps, right? So whereas the Micro has a single layer, right, and the Mini has two layers. So it's just almost like the older brother of it by a lot. Yeah, that's the only thing that I can compare it to between the two pouches. As I said, they serve different purposes from what I've observed. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. I don't promise to answer them straight away, but I'll do my best to. Respect who you are, respect where you come from, and advance Australia fair. See you, Wolfpack.